when you are the person that's just looking for handouts, people aren't really feeling you that much. They're not. Especially when you're a repeat offender and you just always put your hand out, always asking for something, begging, right? Just always want something, right? People aren't attracted to that. People don't necessarily want to be around that.
To some, boundaries are just placing limits. To me, it's where the limitless things begin.
Hello, 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 and thank you for tuning into the Boundaries and More podcast with Jess Abraham. I am your host, Jess Abraham, and today's episode is brought to you by Joyful Styles. Joyful Styles is a lifestyle brand that provides premium quality apparel that promotes joy and positivity. Joyful Styles believes how we approach a situation matters, and choosing to be joyful makes all the difference. You have the power, and it's time to embrace it. So, get your Joyful Styles apparel at joyfulstyles.com. That's JoyfulStylez.com. Let's go, let's go. Also, if you had not taken 2 minutes out of your day, just 2 minutes, if you have not taken those 2 minutes out of your day to take that boundaries quiz, stop what you're doing right now and take that boundaries quiz, okay? That link for you is in the show notes. Or if you would like for me to just send it over directly to you, then text me. Text me the word boundaries to 210-801-9153. Again, just text me the word boundaries to 210-801-9153. Or again, that link for you is in the show notes. See where you are and let's see how you progress as the time goes on. Let's go. Let's go. Man, I'm excited, per usual, to get into this episode today. Oh, man, it's actually one of the topics I had written down for a while for the podcast. And today is the day that we bring it forth, right? Life was breathed into this. And yeah, want to bring it here to you all and really get into it. Yeah, to free up some people, help some people today, as usual. So let's get right into it. Again, y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you anything. All right. Now, look, before we really get into the message today, I want to preface this with I'm not talking about the people that you let borrow how many ever amounts of dollars, money, whatever, that's not paid you back, or the people that you get this loan to who's in the process of paying you back, etc. I'm not talking about that, right? That's not the context we're talking in today. So I want to let you know that first, again, before we dive right into it. So again, nobody owes you anything, right? But I want to say this. No, but nobody owes you anything, and you owe you everything, okay? Shout out to ET for the you owe you part of it. But it's so true. You owe you everything. Nobody owes you anything, okay? Also, just to get a little more deep here, you actually also owe it to God to do specifically what you were created to do, right? You owed it. Come on now. We here for a reason. Let's make it count, right? So yes, nobody owes you anything, and you owe it to yourself. Like you. You owe you everything. You owe yourself everything, right? So, before I dive too deep into this, I do want to say this part, right? Although you owe you everything, right? You're not in this alone, though, right? You're not in this journey. You're not in this walk. You're not in whatever you're going through, right? You're not in this alone. Okay? You're not in this alone. I want to put that out there because I know, right? Check out the episode, Stop Suffering in the Silence, right? I know there's a lot of you out there who tend to do that. You rather just like keep everything else bottled up, bottled in, not tell anybody anything. And so it's really like kind of too late in a sense for people to actually help you. Like, no, we're not doing that, right? Check out that episode called Stop Suffering in Silence. And yeah, but you are not in this alone. And I'm again, take it a little step further, right? I want you to make sure that knowing that you owe yourself everything and you're not in this alone is so important for you though to do everything you can with everything you have to get as far as you can get yourself, right? Say that again, right? I want you to do everything you can with everything that you currently have to get yourself as far as you possibly can, right? It's so important for you to do that, right? We're not like waiting around for people and doing all these different things. Only person you waiting on is the Lord. And even when waiting on the Lord, you must still do some work before things can even happen, right? We got to give God something to bless, right? It's important. So making sure that you're doing your part so that when it's time for maybe other people to add their input and help you take things further, you literally have done what you can with all you have currently to get yourself as far as you possibly could, right? Make sure that you do that, okay? I want to I give a shout out to the coach ET, the hip hop preacher, but I want to also give a shout out to CJ Quinney, right? So he always used this example, and when I was thinking about this, that kind of like popped in my head after, and I was like, oh yeah, CJ be saying that, but he used this example when it comes to the car, right? Somebody's car broke down, right? And if they just sitting there, like in the car, just waiting, oh, I'm broken down on the side of the road. Prayerfully someone stops and help me. Like most people don't stop. They're not gonna stop and help you because they don't know, right? We see in movies. All type of things can happen. We're not about to get ourselves in all these crazy situations and things of that sort, right? But seriously, if a person though, their car broke down, but they're outside, they got the hood up, they're looking to do some stuff, or they actually starting to get in and they're trying to push with themselves, like they're staring and they're in the front and they're just doing what they can with what they have, right? When when people see that person putting in that work, they're like, oh, come on, we gotta help this person. Like, come on, they almost there, but we gotta help this person. Let's pull to the side, let's pull over and help them push this thing to get it where it needs to go. Right? It's the same thing in life, right? It is, man, it is so so important. Like I want you all to know, I'm just insert this here and tell you right now, oh man, when you are the person that's just looking for handouts, people aren't really feeling you that much. They're not. Especially when you're a repeat offender and you just always put your hand out, always asking for some, begging, right? Just always want something, right? People aren't attracted to that. People don't necessarily want to be around that, right? However, when you're the type of person that just putting in the work and doing your thing, and when you aren't looking for those handouts, you know what tend to happen? You really have a better chance for getting a hand up in this thing, right? Even though you just taking yourself as far as you can with what you have, you must do something. People only want to help people who's really going somewhere and doing something. I'm gonna just say here, personally, as a coach, I'm not out here attempting and trying to help everybody. Everybody's not my assignment, okay? So, but those people who are actively working to move forward and do the things to actually establish these healthy and effective boundaries, to be able to stand up for themselves, feel good about all these different things, that the things that they're actively doing something, they just need some help, that little extra oomph to help them get there, to meet their goals, their dreams, their desires. Their just different people come to me for different things in this aspect. But I'm just like, I'm only want to help the ones who are putting forth effort, right? I'm not necessarily out here trying to work with people who not even taking the time to go and apply to work with me. You mean to tell me you want me to take months out of my life to assist you, but you won't even take 5-10 minutes out of yours to apply for me to assist you? Not so much, right? The ratio there just don't work for me. I need to see that you're taking some sort of step to really get that assistance. Again, I'm not trying to work with everybody. That's why it's a process, right? There's a process to be able to even, attempt to work with me, right? It is, man, I'm telling you, everybody got to go through the process. I need to know that you're serious, because I'm not in the business of wasting my time. And I am not in the business of encouraging people to waste theirs. Okay. That's just not what we're going to do at all. At all. Man, so I guess since I'm talking about applying to work with me, if you're someone, right, who would like some more assistance and some hand holding to really help you in your specific situation, to walk you through, help you, got this activities for you for this I got a whole curriculum, y'all. A whole curriculum to help with this stuff, right? If you're someone who wants that handhold and that extra assistance, to be in a community with people who are looking to be better in that way and establish these healthy and effective boundaries and relating in a certain way and things of that sort, then if that's you, I want you to take some time out today and apply, right? Apply to work with me. 2 ways in which you can do that, right? First, you go to jassabraham.com/apply. Again, that's jassabraham.com/apply. I'll spell it out for you. That's JASABRAHAM.com/APPLY. Apply to work with me. Or you don't remember the site, you don't want to necessarily go to the show notes to click that link. All right, it's okay. I got you. I know we're all on our phones every day, right? Multiple times a day. We have our phones in our hands. We're on the phone. You on the phone already? Then that's what you do. Send me a text and I got you, right? Text me the word apply to 210-801-9153. I got you. Much less work for you to do, even in that case, right? That's still taking a step, showing me that effort. You just text the word apply, APPLY, to me at 210-801-9153. And I got you, right? Again, want to throw that in there because I know how important it is. And there's some, people really need some hand holding to really get through some of this stuff, just to talk things out, work through things. Again, I have a whole curriculum to help with this stuff. Man, God is so good. God is so good. Man, it's so good. Man, okay. So just to get into this a little more and just take even a step back, I just want to really take it back to a place there I was when I was much, much younger. I don't recall all the things, but I know I don't know how old I was exactly, but I know I was definitely younger, not quite an adult, but going into those years, maybe in high school, before high school, things of that sort, before college, maybe even some part of in college. I mean, I went to college when I was 17 years old, right? So even maybe some parts of that. But yeah, it was different, right? The mindset was a little bit more different, y'all. Like it is so true. Nobody, and I mean it when I say it, nobody owes you anything. Like during that time of my life, y'all, I really, really had this kind of, in a sense, maybe entitlement attitude when it came towards my parents. Nobody else in life, nobody else. I promise you, y'all. Like that just, never been my swag, my spirit. But with my parents, oh, I felt like, man, my parents owed me something. Something. Just something, right? A different lifestyle, a better financial boost, something, right? Just different things, right? And truth be told, to an extent, some of these things might be a little true because they're my parents, right? They brought me here, right? God used them to bring me here. And it's like it, but I had to like take a step back then, because and truth be told, like there was a point in time in my life where it shifted, and I really truly then decided that I was gonna be my own hero, y'all. Like this is look, if I want to make, look, it ain't on my parents to make my dreams come true. I don't care that they're my parents. It's on me. It's on me to put these things in place. It's on me to go out and learn these different concepts and financial things and different things in real estate and all these different things that my parents definitely did not teach me, right? It was on me to go out and learn these things so that I can have a better life for me and my immediate family. So now that's me and my wife, right? That's what we're doing. It was on me to do things back then when I didn't even necessarily have a family in my household. It was just me as a single woman back then. For me making those decisions that, look, Jess, you gonna save you. Jess, you gonna make this thing happen for you. You and God. That's all you need at the end of the day. Jess, you got this. Let's go. Let's make this thing happen. And y'all, man, God is so good. Because when I started being a lot more intentional and deliberate and really focusing on me, be my hero, me saving me, that's when things changed, man. Everything that I laid out and started being intentional about happened. Period. The financial goals I set, right? The kind of car I wanted, the all of it, right? The type of, when I moved, like the type of apartment I want, like when I'm in my first apartment, the nice little luxury apartment, like the type of apartment I wanted, the type of neighborhood I wanted to be in, right? The things I want to have and be able to do in our house, like all these different things, man. Like, look, it was on me to save me. It was on me to be my own hero. And no disrespect and no dogging out of my parents. Like that was on them. Let me tell y'all. The truth is, and the reality is, and what I like realized, like my parents, they had me at a young age. They did. And they had me at a time when they weren't necessarily like courting each other and expecting to be like, oh, always and forever, just the two of us, or just the two of us and our little baby girl. That wasn't the case. That was not the case. My parents, they were definitely, younger, and they was not planning this whole extravagant life with each other to live happily ever after. That was not the case. So again, right? Part of me with that mentality, man, they should be doing different. I don't care if they're not together. Like that don't matter, right? What matter is me and the life that they should be providing for me. What I tell y'all, people not thinking about y'all, right? They thinking about themselves and what they can get out of the deal and the situation, right? And that's what I've been thinking about. I wasn't thinking about the fact that, look, my parents not even together. My parents were definitely younger when I was born. I wasn't thinking about the fact that like my parents, they trying to figure their own lives out, like all these different things. One thing about none of that stuff, I was just me. Like that's what I was thinking about. But at the end of the day, they didn't owe me anything. They kept me safe, clothed, bathed, the necessities. I never lacked for anything, right? I always had a roof over my head. I always had nice clothes, nice shoes, nice things. Like they provided. It just wasn't in the way that I thought they should have been providing for me, right? So, but again, that was y'all went long ago, but still, there was a point in my life when that was the reality for me. And I'm like, yo, nobody owes you anything, right? Telling myself that, like, oh, they don't owe me. I don't care that they my parents. It's on me to live the lifestyle that I want to live. It's on me to do these things. And that's what, man, I'm telling you, when I started being, so long ago, I don't even, how long ago was that? But just when I made that decision and made that shift, my whole life changed. My whole life changed. And y'all, and it's not like, yes, I definitely 100%. I definitely did develop this super independent mentality and, just to go get it. I mean, most of my young adult life, I've been pretty single and doing my thing. So yes, it was independent and doing my thing and making things happen. May have dated people here and there, but I definitely wasn't looking for them to support me in any way and things of that sort. So I've been, doing things since feels like forever to make things happen in my life for me, right? So in doing that, though, it's like, man, so the truth be told, when it was time for marriage, and my wife, we like certain dynamics shift and we started implementing different things in our marriage. It was a little different for me to kind of like shift and give up some of that independent spirit. It really was. Like, cause again, y'all, nobody, I don't care who they are, they don't owe you anything, right? There's some nice to have things out there, but truth be told, nobody owes you anything, right? Go to the source to get what you need. The source, God, right? Go to God. It's about it. Like, hey, you made these promises. Like, if you want to take it up with somebody, take it up with God. You made these promises. You said, and I've been doing my part, right? And in due time, due season. But if you want to have something with anybody, like, yo, just talk to God about it, right? Don't go to these outside resources, your parents, your spouse, your friends, your family, different communities. Like, look, nobody owes you anything. Nobody. All right. I said what I said. Nobody owes you anything. Man, all right. That's really it. That's what I want. That's the message for the day. That's the message. And I pray whoever needed this message gets that message and hear it loud and clear. And make that transition today, that shift to now, like, you're your hero. You're here to save you, right? Whatever that looks like for you in your situation, right? People might hear save and think of all different stuff, like whatever. But you owe it to yourself to make these things happen in your life. You owe it to God to show that, oh, yes, thank you. Thank you for creating me. And I will definitely carry out this mission and this purpose that I've been here to do, right? Which can change as life goes on, right? That purpose and that mission. Like, so just, yeah. I'm geek. I'm excited. Because I'm just feeling, again, when that shift happened for me, and I'm like, yo, I ain't even faulting these folks. Like, yeah, they're my parents. I love them. I still love them, right? But nobody owes you anything. That's it. I do want to say this, right? I want to say this. We got Christmas in a couple of days. So I definitely want to say this, right? You listening to this episode right now, most of you are looking for certain gifts and stuff from people for the holidays. Look, at the end of the day, remember, nobody owes you anything. So if people ain't getting you no little presents or whatever, look, don't be sweating that stuff. Buy your own stuff, right? And don't be out here necessarily buying all these people presents. Look, holiday boundaries. Go check that episode out. That goes for life, right? I put it out there for the holiday season, but it's truthfully for life. So go check that episode out if you haven't listened yet. And if you have listened, go listen to it again to refresh your brain, to remind yourself of what's up with that, right? So don't be like nobody owes you anything. I don't care what anybody said. I don't care what anybody did. Like you owe it to you for you to make these things happen, right? Again, I do want to put this out there because I don't want y'all to have this super, I don't need nobody, independent, it's me attitude. That's not what I'm talking about, y'all. That's not what I'm talking about. Because truth be told, collaboration is key. But I want to tell y'all, there are people out here that are more than willing to assist you, but you must be doing your part for them to willingly assist you. That's what I'm saying. So you're not in this alone. You don't have to go through all these things by yourself. Just get these communities, these people already willing, waiting, and ready to assist. But it's on you to make that first move, to do your part, right? Do what you can with what you currently have, right? To get as far as you possibly can get yourself. Do all that first, right? Before we get into anything else. And that's it. That's it. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let that be that. Let that breathe, right? And I want you all, like, who are actually out here celebrating, to truly, truly, truly start today having a beautifully amazing day and making sure you're enjoying the holidays, right? With your friends, your family, on whomever, with yourself, however you wanting to celebrate this year is on you, right? Also, in the midst of, right, in the middle of all these things happening, please be sure to follow us on Instagram at Boundaries and More Podcast. Again, that's on Instagram at Boundaries and More Podcast, right? If you didn't do it in the beginning of the episode, I'm going to tell you again right now. Take that 2 minutes to go take that boundaries quiz. That link for you is in the show notes. Or you can text me the word boundaries to 210-801-9153. I will get your message and you will get the link for the quiz. All right. Also, if you're someone, again, want to go deeper, want some more hand holding, some one-on-one time to walk through these things, look, I got you. You can go to jassabraham.com/apply. Or you can text the word apply, right? Text the word apply to 210-801-9153. And I got you. All right. You all go out and have a beautifully amazing day. And be sure to truly, truly enjoy your weekend, your holiday. Like, yes, please enjoy every single second of it, right? Every single second of it. And I want you all to be back here next week for more Boundaries and More with Jas Abraham. Talk to y'all then.